Right? Ted of Colossus kind of added it with you in mind, to be fair. There's a few of these sound redemptions.
Are you hostile? Hello. You seem hostile? Yep, there it is.
Huh. He'll have to, if he doesn't layuff.
Like
Why don't you make like a layuff and leave?
My brain just doesn't work that way, making up puns and stuff.
We like to do things correctly, and puns are specifically built for people's brains that find things that are broken.
Top tier Java.
Stole that from Wrath.
According to Greek mythology, bread is a lot like the sun. It rises in the east and sets in the west. Can't do much today. Very busy.
Sets in the waste. All right. All right.
The journey to moon.
Now. Ah! No, get away, man! I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry! It wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me! I'm friendly, I'm friendly, I'm friendly, I'm friendly! Ah! He threw a spear at us! We're gonna lose him! We're gonna lose him! We're gonna lose him! Oh, it's a bear! The boar got me! I was killed by boar!
Contrast paint, which is on the other side of my model thing, which is back here. So then you take your contrast, Blood Angel Red, and you just slap it on your model. Boom, blammo, you did it. You got a painted Blood Angel. There you go. Like and subscribe in the video down below.
I'm a sticker for saying things
According
the way
to
the
Roman
originator.
mythology, why wasn't there any McDonald's in the Roman Empire? There was too much grease. That was a homonym joke, Tim.
So, a lot of people consider me uneducated and also stupid. And they are, for the most part, accurate. Is Rome in Greece or is Greece in Rome? I don't know how geography works. They're different countries, right? Or is one a city? Isn't Rome in Italy? It's not funny. It's not funny or cool.
We've been here for a while, too.
I thought I heard the door open something a long time ago, but... This verse. Now we're playing some World of Warcraft, and we're gonna get here with the Shadow Priest. Is it Shadow? Is it Discipline? Are we gonna get some wins? Or actually, you know what? The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to the Bloody Arena. Let's see if there's anyone to pick on. Let's see if we can mess them up. Here's the good news. We've now set an established amount of bits it will take to murder him. Here's the thing, we can both see each other on the map. I thought that Bulldog would have done it, but our aim is bad. I don't know if anyone ever has seen our aim or not. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! You're a bad man, Chris. Or, not Chris, sorry, you are not a bad man. Shane. Shane. He was our friend! He was our friend! We're gonna let everyone know that this guy was my friend. Mine. This is why we're not gonna get people to play with us. Chris gave us a really good shot, and you guys murdered him 3 games in a row. Bagging on Cyclops the whole time. That makes me feel real bad about myself. All right, I'm gonna kill your fucking dog now. So, as any good ex, obviously I try to figure out how to lash out immediately and painfully, and I think that it's a good idea that I won't get caught for. So we're gonna rocket punch that fucking dog.
So we're gonna spend 3 power for a strength 7 attack.
All somebody playing with chords over there. Oh, it's Lindsay.
Lindsay just fell down on the ground. Looks like she's gonna be
really
plugging
slow
in her
fall.
telephone under the table.
Arthur's team is at full health now.
Wow. Wow. Arthur has 0 damage on him now after we are Groot and then Groot healing himself more.
I mean, Dan, I think you said it earlier. You said a war of attrition, and that is what he's here to play. He's up in points. He's going to be probably claiming those same points again.
Welcome Nutsters to the Deezaster zone. Oh my god. Am I allowed to say that?
Jumps back up to 9 and has a long movement. He might get that before he goes again. I don't want him to get run over. That hurts a lot.
It does. I've heard.
It's not even a collision.
It would be huge right now if we could subdue him before he
Hey guys. Hey guys. Hey. Hello. Hey.
Bubby says hi.
Hi, Bobby. He doesn't know what's happening. He's a please. Explain yourself.
So I have YouTube on. It just started.
I think Tim managed to fix the weirdness.
Is there a way to see the YouTube chat and the Twitch chat?
Yes, but it creates some issues because you can come up here to hit this. This would be all of them, but then you can't see the redeems for the other things.
Tizzy.
He's already started. Prepare your butt, Kara.
Yeah. I'm gonna need bits, not points for you showing up to do this to people.
She gets legitimately upset about it. Oh, this one's updated.
I'm trying to think about an accent color on this guy.
Tizzy, I'll start sipping when the redeems stop. Okay, here we go. It's gonna start 22. Why 22? Let me turn it down a little bit. Kara's asking me a very important question. Which I should have collected.
I need to know what to paint his little ball sack bumps.
I mean, what do you want them to look like?
I'd like them to stick out. I was happy with what I did yesterday on my other guy where it had the cute little green ones.
Some idiot probably dropped this.
I'm sure. Maybe
The joke was it was me.
maybe I'll do that for his little bumps. Right, yellow green.
That's a good idea. That's what you want to do.
It is definitely a contrast.
You're in personal preference lane now.
Yeah.
Alright, one for that you refuse to paint. Actually, it's funny you say that because I've been playing Star Wars Outlaws, and every single time I play a Star Wars video game that doesn't, for lack of a better term, suck, I actually get somewhat jazzed about Star Wars minigames. I'm not painting an entire box. If you want me to paint one or two of them, that's fine. We've been over this. Alright, so how many did you do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright.
Water can be the last one.
There we go. What's a Star Wars game that sucks? Shatterpoint.
Whatever came before Shatterpoint.
Legion's okay, actually. Legion's actually a pretty good game. It's, you know, I can judge it by the fact that I like Legion for the mechanics of it, as opposed to it just having Star Wars on the title. Legion's actually a very good game. It's probably the only army game I'd ever like actually want to play. Which is what I was getting at, because playing Star Wars Outlaws, it makes me think like, oh yeah, I bet I could play Legion. And then I'm like, no! Bad video game? There's definitely been... So when we say... Okay, well I said it. I did. Then I said, what sucks? I'm going to judge it by the fact that I didn't really enjoy it, but one or two of the Dash Rendar ones I wasn't a fan of. Tell you what, I'll buy you an army box if you paint me an army box. No.
That's a trap.
That's a trap. That's a trap. Oddly enough, I actually kind of enjoyed the Twisted Metal knockoff that they did. I actually enjoyed that probably more than I should have. Because I don't think fundamentally that game was very good. In fact, I would say it was the opposite of good, probably bad. But, you know, you enjoy it. You enjoy it for what it is. Who are we painting today? We're painting... I almost painted something fun. I got distracted. Sorry, guys. Cause that's Chief Jerpa. This is Papaloo. Alright, Papaloo is like a kind of dirt gray Ewok. That's very easy. Oh my god, we found a ball. Pep. That's why everybody calls him Papa John. That makes sense.
Thor, quit being a bully. But be hunting hard for that ball. You stop it. You're being rude.
No fun to be had on the Deezaster Zone.
So you should have a clean one.
Tell you, yeah, I know you have never done an arrangement like that before. Nah, you're right. No fun to be had on the Deezaster Zone. I'm gonna kick you off in a few to stream Final Fantasy III poorly. Didn't you already do it? What are you gonna kick me off for?
Yeah, this is our like designated time.
I don't think he's being serious. Okay. Everybody calm down. The network will implode if Dan gets any more of the market share. But Dan, we gotta give the people what they want. We gotta paint more Star Wars Shatterpoint. Yeah. It's so much fun. I'm having such a good time. Look at that, I'm painting brown. Painting brown on the teddy bear man. Dylan. If people want Final Fantasy, I would paint Final Fantasy models. I actually got super distracted by Star Wars Outlaws that I completely forgot to build that Ajax. So we're definitely not doing that today. I actually legitimately really like it. It's actually all the parts of Star Wars that I like. It doesn't have anything to do with Jedis or chosen ones or whatever. It's just trying to make your way in the galaxy. It's actually like science fiction. They also want the Shadow Collective box painted on stream. I don't care what the people want. The people have very many demands that are not being met by the streamer. So you're going to have Dan paint an entire Shadow Collective Legion box? Is that what I'm hearing? Yeah, how'd the stream go, Dan? I saw a couple people actually reached out to me and they were like, "Why are you playing why are you playing Final Fantasy?" And then a couple other people were like, "Who is this other guy?" I was like, "What?" So I looked it up and I was like, "Oh, Dan played! Yay!" I bet Dan would paint Namor. Well, I bet he would, because he's probably contractually obligated to. I am not. It was really fun, but my computer didn't behave well. Yeah, that's definitely an issue that comes up with streaming quite a bit. Was it Final Fantasy on the PC, or were you just playing it on like a console and just streaming it through your PC? Sometimes those retro games cause computers to have fits. Drop stream 4 or 5 times for like 20, 30. Yeah, I get that. Every single time my sound cuts out for some silly reason, it's mind-boggling just how much it wants to break. I do have a name on my own. I need to paint. Well, you know what? Maybe during the week you can paint your name more. Everybody will shut up. The people want Dylan. That's true. I can give them that. That I can give them. I can give that regularly in spades. The people want Dan to have a better connection. Well, I mean, you figure Dan, he makes doctor money. Or, I'm sorry, he makes teacher money.
Very different things.
Yeah, those are two very different things. But anyway, we're painting Papa John. I'm not painting that either. Well, listen, man, if you start painting on this stream, people are going to ask you repeatedly to paint entire Star Wars Legion army boxes for you, and there's not anything you can do or say about it. And no matter how much you plead and bargain and desperately ask for mercy, you will never get it.
No mercy.
Dan, will you paint my factions box? Why don't you guys just paint your own models? Why don't you do that? Huh? Why are you so desperate for other people to paint your stuff? Because I don't wanna. Well, that's one of those situations where you have bumped into a supply and demand issue. It's called delegating, Dylan. Oh. Is it called delegating Dylan? There's no comma there, so
Delegating to
it's
Dylan.
specifically delegating Dylan? Like me, specifically. You can't do that. That's very illegal. Yes, now get to painting that Ajax. I can't paint it. It's not even built. I have yet again neglected you as the bad streamer or whatever. Maybe for money. See? Look, Dan gets it. And then Tizzy's he's gonna like gonna pry at your sanity. He's gonna be like, okay, so serious question. How much money? How much money?
He just wants to know what your price is.
He's asking for a friend. When he has a perfectly good Charles, that will do it for him. I am so busy playing Star Wars, an IP I hate, but yeah, don't build the fun thing. Well, technically, I don't play at Aleph either, bud. Pal. But Mr. Bucko. Hey, will be knit. I didn't know that was a thing you could do. Got a lurker? Mr. Santy lurking again. I didn't know lurking was a command. It's interesting.
So bad at this. I am so bad.
It's a very imperfect science.
Yours looks so good.
Have you played the game yet, Wilmar? Have you played Outlaws? Because it's pretty good. It's very rare that I get a chance to actually sit down and play a video game. That was nice. That was a nice break. No, I was busy painting and building models. Well, I mean,
That's also
you
a good
you act
spend your day.
you seem like you're accusing me of never doing that. Maybe I'm projecting.
Maybe you are. Nobody would ever accuse you of that, Dylan.
Oh, people do. I know that if I buy it, I'll spend an easy 8 hours on something. Yeah, it's that game. Very, very easy to just sit there and play it. Like each mission goes into the next one pretty seamlessly, and the story is pretty like it's just kind of coasting along. It's doing a really, really good job, kind of just keeping you involved. Yeah, it's dangerous. I've had to like force of will myself to stop playing it every single time. The stream probably helped, otherwise I'd probably still be playing it. Or I would go upstairs and probably start crying. What? No, never. I think what you felt there was, was guilt. Maybe. Maybe you're right. Wilmar. Maybe you're right. Alright, so he's like a... kind of like a dirt-colored brown. Like a more earthy brown. Song doesn't equal money.
Ooh, speaking of songs, download the new episode of the podcast and you can hear our new AI music.
Yeah, Rylinda is a part of the Arachne crew now. It has been published. He's going to have agents after him. What does that mean, Dan, anyway? What does it mean? What are you trying to tell me? Oh, there he goes.
Had some issues.
It's a never-born scheme token. Check that out. Isn't that fancy? Dylan, check your D. Here we go! I was just delayed also painting. But Dan, that's pretty good though. I like the design on these things.
I do too. I love the purple and the green.
Oh, Dan, paint my models blues. Here we go.
Got a shelf full of dreams waiting in the dark. Tiny warriors with stories to impart. But my hands are too shaky, can't hold that brush right. Need a master's touch to bring them to life tonight. Oh, Dad, will you please paint my models? Give them color, give them soul, give them style. Oh, Dad, will you please paint my models? Make them shine, make them sing, make them wild. I've tried and I've tried, but they don't look so grand. Can't capture the magic with these trembling hands. But I know you've got the gift, I've seen your work before. You turn plastic into legends, leave us all wanting more. Oh, Dad, will you please paint my models? Give them color, give them soul, give them style. Oh, Dad, will you please paint my models? Make them shine, make them sing, make them wild.
Dan, I think you owe this man a couple painted models. I think you owe him at least one or two.
The talk of the town, making me so proud. Just take these blank canvases, these warriors so small, and breathe life into them, make them stand tall. Oh, Dad, will you please paint my models? Give them color, give them soul, give them style. Oh, Dad, will you please paint my models?
Brian says hi to Carol.
Let the whole world know.
I don't know, Dan. I think you owe him one. Wow, Dan just ignored it.
Wow.
That's cruel. Alright. Everybody keeps repeating the lyrics to this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play like some kind of face pilot type character. I admit I have not had a chance to look. Like at all. I did have the books linked to me. But I did a lot of driving today, and then anytime I wasn't driving, I was playing Star Wars. I was playing a video game for once. Sounds like Envoy. Sure. If that's the class, then yeah. Because Starfinder is just, it's science fiction Pathfinder, right? The D20? Yeah, okay. Is there a, because I think it's like in still, like there's like a play test or something going on for it, right? Is there a character generator thing yet? 16, okay, that's good. Is there like an online character sheet app type thing for it yet? Or is it one of those things where it hasn't been made yet because the game's not out yet?
That one was a bit much.
Did you listen to one Rylan made you specifically?
I did. Well,
Based
listen to the 3 you sent me, and I put them all on the recording.
The one that was based on Redbone? It's the Starfinder. Oh, second edition played. Okay, I don't know about a character yet, but okay. All right. Well, if when I start, I'll take a look. I'm a bit of a pen and paper guy myself, so I might just literally write it all down.
He always tells me to do that, and I never do it.
Nope. And even with my players, when they write down like they have a talent, I tell them to write down the rules for the talent. Because they're going to be like, oh, it's going to be easy. I can remember that. And then they're like, oh, look, a butterfly. And then they forget everything.
That does happen to me. Squirrel.
Have we gotten more word on what people are playing? I know one person's playing like a wizard or something. I asked if I could play Cthulhu, and you said no, which was rude.
Kind of racist too.
I didn't say it, but she's right. She's absolutely right, Dan. What do you got to say about that?
He doesn't care what I think.
Is that true, Dan? You don't care what Kara thinks? I mean, if you say so, man.
You know who does care what I think?
Rylan.
Rylan.
So is there one that's similar to like Sorcerer? Where you cast off your charisma and not your intelligence? Dan said he didn't hear you.
Well, maybe that's for the best.
Not yet for the play test. So obviously there's one wizard class. So there's probably what wizard, probably what fighter, rogue, probably some kind of cleric,
With big tits.
bard, probably.
Do you like rogues?
Do I like them?
Do you like to play rogues?
I mean, Rogue's pretty cool. It's probably one of the few X-Men I actually like.
I meant like the character type rogue.
Yeah.
That is kind of the same as rogue. Not exactly the same as the rogue we were just discussing.
It's not the class I would usually veer towards, but I mean, yeah, I don't have a problem. So far, there is Envoy, Mystic, Operative, Soldier, Witch, Warper, and Solarian. Solarian? Is that supposed to be like the knowledge-based one? Operative is probably the sneaky one. Yeah, Mystic is like the cleric. Soldier's your fighter. Envoy sounds like the face. Solarians punch with the power of the sun or gravity. Wow.
That's quite the power there.
Yeah, sounds like a nerd. Envoy is like bard. You know what my instrument's gonna be? A gun. I want to play the song of my people. Tim wants to be a Solarian. Of course it does. What do you think his weird character thing for this one's going to be? You think it's going to be wanting to make cheese, or with him it's going to be he's going to try and create black holes or something?
Jello pea.
There's no predicting it. Okay, well that makes sense. Like, I mean, his character's gonna have like some kind of dad issue, or they're only gonna be able to eat like a really hard to find vegan diet all the time, or what else? What else can we do? Because what was Lucky's thing is he can only eat broth. Isn't that his thing? He chooses to eat broth, I see. Okay. Though he's added beans to his diet recently. Oh my gosh. Wow, that's incredible. Let's get some of that fiber. I mean, how has he been able to live? I mean, you figure his poops are going to be let's just say,
Challenging.
maybe a little too easy, actually. He might have a lack of resistance. I mean, beans are really going to help, though. I should penalize him more, but it's funny. But it's funny. That's fair. Well, I mean, I can always penalize him. Where when I come in and, like, let's just say it's probably going to be, he can only breathe, like, a really specific and difficult to achieve level of, like, oxygen to CO levels or something like that. I'll just punch him in the face every single time he tries to do that stuff. And then when you punish me or he kills me, then it's your guys' fault. Look at what you did. Look at what you did. Any interest in doing an Edge of the Empire campaign? What's with the Star Wars, man? Come on, babe. Come on, man. Come on, baby. What you doing, man? Come on, man. Actually, this is one of the very few times you're going to see me use a GW wash. Pulling out the old wood stain. You weren't talking to me? Okay. Sorry. I don't hate everything you love. I love Adepticon. I know you love Adepticon. He's just trying to give you the yub nub. Have you guys ever done it for the channel? I don't think I've seen. I haven't seen Edge of the Empire. I actually ran it for a while. Edge of the Empire. It's a pretty good system. I ran it back when it was still a beta. A beta. I mean, it's all right. Yeah, see, that one's good. That one's real clean. You just need a couple practice goes.
Gotta let it dry.
Yeah, that's.
Not get too excited to pull the papers off.
That's the hard part. No, but JB ran us through the starter set years ago before the network. Why would you do that? It is Star Wars and you hate Star Wars. This was back when I still believed that Star Wars wasn't boring. Yeah, so this was a while ago. Like I said, this was when Edge of the Empire was a beta. So all the other versions hadn't come out yet, like Age of the Rebellion and all that. It had not come out yet. It's got a lot of really cool ideas. It's good. It's a good system. I'm not a big fan of the dice system. It's got that proprietary dice problem.
The back off looks better.
You can see your soul stone. I do. The colors are good.
They are, aren't
I mean, you guys act like I don't like Star Wars just because I don't like it. What you guys don't know is I don't like it because I don't like it. I bet you didn't think about that. I don't think Star Wars is bad. I just think it's boring. What?
Hearing you say you're stupid again and giggling at it.
You are boring. You are boring and bad, and my best friend. You're my best friend, Tizzy. I have feelings. I mean,
Streamlabs does post the stuff in the YouTube channel, like little Streamlabs chatty things. Check out our blogs and stuff.
yep. Don't be sad, Tizzy. I'm willing to support you in lots of stuff. I'm even willing to support you with your Star Wars addiction. But I'm not going to paint your model. It's not happening. Alright, so in the movie, Paplu has like a bone-colored whatever the heck thing, a little headdress thing. But oh yeah, it's bone colored on this too. Sweet. Let's get to it then. Support me. Paint my shadow collective box. I do support you. I just don't support painting shadow collective boxes. Just support me. Why don't you just ask Wilmar? Wilmar, will you paint Tisdale's shadow collective box? It's good to set boundaries, Dr. D. Well done. I can't. He asked me. He asked me! I've learned a lot about my boundaries with the whole Shadowpoint situation, Dan. I learned that, you know, you just don't paint things for other people. Maybe you paint one or two models, but you don't paint a box. Which I thought I had known that, but I don't think I have met him. Feels weird to ask. You have not met Wilmar, no. He's an active agent against Adepticon.
Whoa!
Yeah, he's actively against it. No one asked you. You got the dogs upset. It's not real, boys. Boys, it's not real.
That's enough.
How could you do that, Tizzy? You make them so upset.
Enough. No. 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 You stop too.
Why would you be against? That's a good question. These are lies. These are lies.
Thor?
Much like how Dan said he would build and paint Ajax. Wow, Dan, I can't believe you said you were gonna buy. Dan, how could you say that?
Thor?
According to
You're
Greek
gonna
mythology.
get a one-way airplane ticket to Disney's house. Okay.
Yeah, can you watch Chunk for us? According to Greek mythology. You know what? As soon as I'm done painting this thing, I'll build Ajax on stream. Ajax, the guy strapped between two giant tires. That's Axel. That is Axel from Twisted Metal. I will watch your dog. Oh, you watch our dog. I think you'd really love my dog.
Yeah, Loki's the asshole. I mean, Thor's kind of a bully and does get Loki going, but mostly it's just Loki being the asshole.
But we did it. This model's finished by Dan's standards. We did it. We painted another Dan model. Wrap it up, boys. It's the last call for alcohol.
It is not. Very early.
My wife and I love dogs. Well, that's awesome. Do you guys have a dog? Fair service. Hello, sir. I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome to the channel. Watch Loki gnaw on his leg. Cause he's a little psychopath. You're right, we're on the joke. Yeah, how did you not know that, Dan? Aren't you a huge Twisted Metal fan like I am? Huge. Remember when I tried to get Tim to play all of the Twisted Metal games on the stream? And in return I would paint Tisdale's Shadow Collective box. But as you can see, I do not have Tisdale's Shadow Collective box. A woo? A woo? Boom. 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 Yeah, Ewoks. They're fine. They're not the worst Shatterpoint models I've ever painted.
They're adorable.
While we're waiting for that one to dry. Anyone that is just remembering to show up, here are the other two we painted. Wicket and Chirpa. Yeah, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a fan of Shatterpoint in general, but it's fine. It's whatever.
Beautiful basing.
Yeah, the basing looks good.
Really gorgeous basing.
What has been happening before I joined? Did Dr.D Dr.D bully Tizzy? Yeah, I sure did. All I seem to be painting now is Shatterpoint and MCP. Yeah, it's just because it's the new, what's the word I'm looking for? The new, War Machine thing. Like the War Machine crowd go from game to game as they die, and then they go ruin another one. Hit all those boxes. Yeah, I'm just. They're fine. Like they're fine. Like I'd rather paint this than in like an army game. Kara thinks they're cute. I mean, they're sort of cute. Do not hurt that beautiful child, Dr. D. 'Tis easy. He's just a boy. He's just a sweet little boy. I don't mind when I'm asked to do shadow point. Lots of black and white. Yeah, lots of black and white and brown. Yeah, a lot of black and white. Yeah, you're not wrong. Because like after this, the last couple things I got to paint for my client, shall we call him, Hollow would be his name, is going to be some Inquisitors that he wants painted all white, of course.
Nobody better to do white than Dr.D.
Yeah, and then I got to finish MODOK, I think. MODOK and Gwenpool, and then I think I'm free. So I just got to finish the last couple. I got to finish the Ewok units, and then I got to paint the Leias.
The Leias would be nice.
They're right there. Who played Leia on Star Wars? Was it
Harry Fisher.
I think it was Ron Perlman. I just finished the new Asgardian box, working on another in the train. Yeah, the Asgardian box. I would love to paint that. That's got some cool stuff in it. Yeah, those sculpts I think AMG actually did pretty well. The rules for them are great. You will send me the Asgardian box, huh? Yeah? Why? Why would you send it to me? All that's gonna do is cost us money when I ship it back. That's just crazy.
No, when the mailman comes, I'll be like, refused. Return to sender. I might paint these purple.
Why? I mean, you can't do it with a pen because you'd have to be super careful or you're going to spill everything everywhere.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's a cool box that some say is worth painting. It is. I have to buy and paint 3 of each. This month is going to be crazy. MT, Weapon X, Maverick, Why do you have to paint 3? Man, I've been back to painting for 3 years now and I still can't get a hang of a wet palette. Why are you painting 3 boxes? I'm assuming 1 for you, 1 for them, and who's the 3rd one for?
Is it for your lady friend to play with you?
I have regular clients for my Etsy.
Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I thought about doing Etsy for a little while, but
We don't have time for that shit.
yeah, it's just the time thing. We have an esteemed painter among the ranks today. So wait, you just paint 3 to sell all of them, or is one of them actually for you? I have regular, esteemed. I just make up stuff as I go, man. Most esteemed people do that. That's what Jason Mraz said. That we're just making it up. Hey, we're making it up. Making it all up. And get through, 'cause we're making it up. Making it all up. It's the only way to get through. Plastic feeds my Magic the Gathering habit. Well, that you need to knock off. Just tell you that right now. I am glad that Magic doesn't have sway over me. That is a money sink for sure.
The cute painter girl that I follow on Instagram to give you the ideas for the paint holder thing.
Mm-hmm.
She also does Magic together. Maybe we're the not good enough nerds.
Well, if I played Magic, I'd probably have to go to Friday Night Magics and stuff, which would take another day.
I'm not looking to share you with anything else.
I was gonna say, don't you share me with the hobby, as it is?
I share a lot of you. But I get Rylan back for it.
That's fair. Play Star Wars Unlimited. No. My classic. Teach your kids Magic, they won't have money for drugs. Yeah, I hear that. I've heard. You're not the only one that's ever said that. You should play the new Dragon card game. Listen, the only one that even remotely tempted me was the one with the cute anime art on it. That had the giant fox thing on the front. And the temptedness was purely just based off the art. I don't even know. Didn't even look at the gameplay. I'm not playing a card game. Malifaux is close enough to a card game for me. I hear it's good, but I don't have room for more cards.
Dragon D's balls.
Dragon D's balls. Got him. So, Mike, what's it like to be all powerful now that you're a mod? You are a god among these mortals. I don't ease the needle. I don't ease the needle in. Have you ever had a bone marrow extraction? Because I have.
I would not recommend that.
It's not fun. You definitely want to ease that needle in. Rylan and me were fighting hard yesterday. We're fighting? Oh my gosh. No change except I don't get my chat messages blocked because I said monster or shut up. That's true. You're welcome. I've given you the gift. Well, Mr. M Fair Service, you should probably stream. That's another way to get, I don't know, more attention to your painting. Get some AdSense here and there, since you're going to have to be doing it anyway. like forever?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I haven't been wearing the headset and everybody's hearing me just fine.
Okay. I shall use my power to uphold your law. Each citizen will pay my liege a tax as protection for the Lord's grace. This guy gets it. Just know the fief. I can taketh the fief as much as I giveth. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away, Mike.
There's a lot of Bible going on over there.
And it is my de jure right to either uphold or not uphold the law. They were fighting the auto mod, Tizzy. They weren't fighting each other. You think Ryland would win? I don't know. Do you think Ryland would win? Message from Dan. Thank you. Oh my god. Oh. I was looking on there to see if I could see something, but I completely forgot what I was doing. Yeah, I don't think there's anything there. Alright, is anybody else painting today? Like, Mike, why are you not painting? Don't you have terrain you gotta paint?
It's like, excuse me, you're the professional painter. You're like the NFL of painting. So rather than doing their own thing, they just sign up and watch Dylan paint.
In some level, I think that's probably true. I was drinking at a parade all day. I'm still in a state not to drive or paint.
Fair enough.
That's a good reason.
Fully support you not driving if you're feeling that way, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't want you to hurt anybody while you're painting. He's painting under the influence, Kara.
Oh dear.
He's gonna paint something using
What is that you're drinking tonight, Dr.D?
colored metallics and turbo dorks.
Painting
Because you have to live with the repercussions of it. You got to look at that army all the time.
So I think I messed up 5 of them, and then I think I kind of got it down pat, and they're looking real nice now. I'm okay with that. I wish it'd been 3, but...
I got to make all my boo-boos on the Bushido ones. If not, I would have built my Malifaux today. Yeah, I've heard that before.
I wanted my Malifaux built today, but I wasn't going to push it.
I have to build Ajax if you want to build models with me.
I think we've determined that Malifaux is above my building skills. Because Nellie Cochran, or whoever it is that I build, is definitely, like, not right. Her waist is totally not facing the right direction. When I build her, she's just not right.
That boy ain't right. Buh. I'll tell you what. Kara's laughing at me.
I was just thinking about how I gave you that thing to get back to Sarah and it made her happy.
I will say I'm actually very pleasantly surprised at how quick these Ewoks are painted. I suspect even the little army unit ones are not going to take that long, which would be nice. Rylan, you watching wrestling today? It's Monday, right? Oh, ooh, do they have it on Labor Day?
I got pay-per-view.
Paper Pat. Paper plate.
I didn't buy very many pay-per-views for wrestling, but tell ya, sometimes that was a good entertainment for the weekend. Get it for the whole three days of the weekend. Sometimes that's good stuff. You wait for a time to escape all your demons. Show me a sign of life to
That was one of the nice things about OBS is I could listen to whatever I wanted. The Man Eater. Or is it Out of Touch? Dylan, is that a teddy bear? It is a teddy bear! From space!
That's a space bear.
He's like, look at me, I'm a teddy bear. I'm coming from space.
We should sing this song next time.
What?
This Elton John song. Don't go breaking my heart.
You said Hall & Oates.
Yeah, well, that was the last song. This is Elton John, and that lady's very permanent in this house. Her 80s.
Before he knew the truth.
He always knew the truth.
Always. Come on.
He just lived in, Britain where it was still illegal, probably. Like illegal until, like, I don't know, 1972 or
Until what?
like 1972.
Yeah, that wasn't.
Gay was illegal.
That's not a real time. Anything before 1992 is probably just a lie.
That's just 'cause that year you were born.
No, you don't know that. I wasn't all, it was all implanted memory before 1992. Yeah, I know. I remember waking up in the lab. And they were all, everybody was just an infant. Because there was no world before I was born. But you're younger than me, aren't you, Mike? Bubby, why is there a dog bed over here? Why is there a dog bed here? Yeah, I see you opening your eye, Bubby. Oh, we are the same age. Is that a reference to a song?
No, I don't think so. Just to me.
Me and Mike are the same age? Glorious.
Do you understand this? Did you hear about Oasis this week? Oasis doing a reunion tour.
Who's Oasis is that Wonderwall people? That's Wonderwall, yeah. Wow. Language. Sure. But money. But money. Yeah. You like money in your 40s because usually people realize like, oh crap, I haven't I haven't saved anything for retirement. I better start.
All you damn kids with your Fortnite, Black Ops, y'all wouldn't have even made it past the Kansas River. Oregon Trail. Not even a 2x2. This is a 3x5 floppy disk.
Wow.
Who's old enough to remember had many of those, and I think Oregon Trail took more than one disc to load. Can you imagine sitting down to your computer, Dylan, and you're gonna play a game, and you pop in a disc,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes. Please insert disc 2. And then like 30 minutes
Yeah.
later, you can play.
I do remember having to do that as a kid, yes. Most of the games I played as a kid were like NASCAR games, because that was what my dad wanted to play. A lot of racing games. Sure. And Grandpa would send us beef jerky, and because they would make it themselves. And that is something I would actually like to be able to do at some point in my life, is make beef jerky. It's funny, and it's not even that hard. You just need a drying rack and some like London broil. That's what London broil is, yeah. Maybe I should go shoot Mike, and we'll cook and eat him. And he'll finally be helpful. And he'll be validated in deliciousness. Okay. Beaties. Well, Mike says he's gamey. And he said a woo. A woo, a woo.
I got the baby story. So when I was little, my grandpa would go hunt, and he would hunt deer. And one year he didn't get any deer, and so he butchered a billy goat that he had not castrated, which is what makes it more gamey. None of this like 60-year-old World War II veteran or his friends would eat this gamey, uncastrated billy goat sausage, but I loved it, so maybe I would like gamey Matt.
Yeah, Matt. If that is your real name, which it's not.
Sorry.
But I should be tender, so good choice. If gamey, you gotta make a stew with it. That's true.
Pretty sure I've had rattlesnake and stew before. I think our neighbor would be happy if we could catch that gopher and cook it.
That's true. Our neighbor's having a gopher problem.
That is a big gopher. I saw that thing the other day and I was like, whoa. Let me tell you guys, for all of you who care about the entertainment of living in inner city Boston, okay? We are on Subway. We are in the middle of the city. Since we moved to this house, exactly 1 year ago, exactly today, I think, I have seen a large garden snake, a small garden snake, a very large skunk, many wabbits,
Many wabbits.
many wabbits,
A lot of wabbits on there.
and now this big gopher. I don't know, he might have been
If you say beaver, I'm gonna throw you out the door.
Tawny Phil. What's that guy?
It's a groundhog.
Groundhog. He might have been a groundhog. He was big. I thought it was a beaver because I thought he had a big old beaver tail, but apparently I just imagined that.
Beavers need water.
I mean, there's water around. There's the Charles.
They're gonna dam up the Charles
Well,
in the middle of Boston. In the middle of Boston.
There's probably streams and stuff over in the Arboretum. We're not that far from actual like
From the
wetlands.
Arboretum. Nope. Even the feathers on his head are brown.
Make a jade. They They didn't know how to mix paints. It's complicated. Everything was dirty. Tied.
That one's red.
You had to actually be born blonde back then to be blonde.
He has a rock on his head.
I don't know, I kind of think that looks like a Chinese dumpling. Which would make more sense. I love his little fierce face. He's so rare.
Don't forget to wish the Jay that lives close to you a happy birthday.
Birthday, JJ! Also, the Jay that lives close to us is awesome. He always takes care of the dogs.
That he does.
He is in town. And Ernie does a great job too. It's harder for Ernie. It's more challenging for Ernie, but he does a great job.
I don't think either one of them are here.
They might watch it, or they might be on Facebook or YouTube. You guys looking at that adorable sleeping puppy dog? Like, look at that. That is the most wonderful you will ever see looking. This preciousness. Holly.
Oh, you woke Bubby up. Where's Chungus? He napping? Chungus, what have you done all day? Nothing. That's true. Is today actually his birthday, Mr. Mike? Chunk was very busy. He's very busy protecting the house. You're actually, funnily enough, you're not too off on that. When Tisdale knocked that door, they were all over that.
Yeah. They were ready to go get that Tizzy right then and there.
I mean, we can always trust Facebook. Only time I will wish him happy birthday. Well, I mean, you could always wish him a happy. You could wish him a happy birthday every single day. It just doesn't mean as much. Also, I will not be at Webway tomorrow. Oh, happy birthday to... Yeah, I don't think Tisdale's here. We're going to have to wish him happy birthday when he gets here later. He'll probably come back.
Tisdale and Jay?
Yep. I love how that's a thing. It is a very good bit. Yes, you are correct, Mike. Mike, that's what, since we're both 1992 boys, we love a good bit. Mike, my good pal Mike Lebowski, the Big Lebowski, Mike Berbiglia. I got a question for you. Tell me when you're ready. Yeah, you're the monkey. That is true, yes. We are actually both monkeys. Do you have any JSA models that I can take off of you? I have to get ready. We could start a band called the... You're right, dude. That sounds like a great idea. And then we just knock off other bands' music. Except we play like a looping monkey track in the back. And we'll start with Boats and Hoes. I gotta look unsure. Okay, that's fair. That's all I can ask. It's funny just how kind of like meh it all looks. Until you get to the bass, and then like the bass really just helps them sing. Look at it, Bobby. Look at that. Look at that, Bobby. Look at that, Bobby. Or just know, Mike, that the call is going out. Where were you when the Westgate fell, Mr. Mike?
I was watching it on CNN. I was watching,
Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
singing. What's his name? Who's the guy who was on Baywatch?
It's the guy from Knight Rider, David Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff. Yeah, boy, he was out there singing.
So that's where you were when the Westgate fell?
People were dancing. Well, I was at home watching it on CNN.
Wow.
But, I mean, you weren't even a twinkle in your mom or your dad's eye at that point.
Well, I think he wrote the book in like 1940s, right?
The Westgate didn't fall until 1989.
I mean, it happened in The Lord of the Rings. It was the first book.
I thought you were talking about Berlin. You're talking about hobbits, and I'm talking about Hasselhoff.
Yeah, it was like the 1940s, something like that. I mean, what you're talking about hadn't even happened yet.
Yep. I mean, I guess it was theoretically the West fell. At least understand that. And they put up another game. That was like such a thing. Like, you probably don't remember it, but like when I was a kid, like it was like on kids' cartoons and stuff. Like the Berlin Wall and how it like separated families and it wasn't just because I had dirty parents who homeschooled me. Like everywhere.
I wasn't born. Happened way before I was born in the age of man. Yeah. No, yeah, I get it.
Oh, pretty. Doggy stretch.
You got a new army you're going to play for the new edition, Mike? Also, the episode of Arachne I did with Mike dropped today.
Exactly. A great episode, Mike. Highly recommended. Definitely 5 stars. Also, if you stay past all the commercials and stuff, you'll hear some of our special Arachne music. You guys stay till the very end, though.
I wasn't born. Yeah, okay, I read that.
Hey, so here are my 3 things if I ever meet a genie, guys. Time travel, eternal life, and teleportation. What are y'all's things?
Your internet died. I was saying our episode dropped today. And then I asked you what if you were intending to do anything army-wise for the new edition. You gonna play anything new? You want to spin? You want to spin the wheel on stream? Sure. Spin a wheel. You gonna play it for like what's the time frame? Is it like a wheel for every event? Well, you don't. That's the thing. You don't really go to a lot of events. It's just gonna be like the entire edition. Basically a year. Oh, so ITS season, right? Okay. Are you actually gonna wait until 5th drops? Or are you gonna do it for that? Or are you gonna do it when they do that interim ITS thing happens? Like was it next? Is it this month? It's this month, right? It's like middle of this month. They're like doing some kind of weird stopgap. It was just here. I was asking Bubby why it was here. I mean, it would be nice to know what I played beforehand. Before the new edition? You think this is going to be it, Mike? You think it's going to be the the year of the War Core? I don't think I'll get War Core ever, but I'll keep doing me. You'll surely get it before me. I'm not trying to get it. I mean, if you want me to try and get it, I'll try. You definitely should be the one that gets it, though. Yeah, I don't understand. I really don't get it, Mike. There's got to be. The thing is like, do you ever get responses? Like, I remember you've reached out a couple times. Like, if you're not getting responses at all, I think there's got to be some kind of like mistake in their system. Because it straight up doesn't make sense why they don't respond to you. They did once to tell me the application site was down, but to submit with that in person. Yeah, I remember that. And then you said you've reached out to them, and they don't ever respond. Like, would it be worth trying to do it with a different email? Like, hi, I'm Mike, make me a warcore at gmail.com. A lot of very boring colors on this thing. Instead of my professional email, I use Inventor of Soup email, but that would mean I'd be needing to make a new ITS account with this email since the application is linked to ITS account. Oh, is it really? I didn't know that. Maybe that, you know what, I guarantee you that's probably what the problem is. I've had so many problems with my ITS accounts where they just don't link to things. I didn't know it was linked. Yeah, I would be willing to bet it has something to do with your actual ITS account. Because I can't submit lists, and I can't do, like, lots of the other stuff that people want you to do before events and stuff, because the ITS account just, like, straight up doesn't work correctly. Or it doesn't connect to Army at any rate. Is it a Gmail account? You could do the email... I mean, that's true. So what... I mean, what you could do is you could just have a second ITS account, right? And then just have that be the War Core account. And then just explain the situation in whatever the application is. Just be like, hey, this thing doesn't work or whatever. I mean, I guarantee they don't care. Yeah, my ITS profiles have always had problems linking with things. I even made a new one and it still has issues. It's more than likely a me issue, but for it to happen twice, that's a little weird. Because when I made the new account, it worked really, really briefly. And then it started doing it again. Also, Wilmar, don't forget next weekend is Cube. I think it's next. Is it next weekend? It might be 2 weekends. I want to say it's the 21st. I'm gonna double check. No, the 21st is the Bowling for Soup concert. Yeah, Kara, the concert is on the 21st. I'm gonna invite you to it right now.
September.
Yeah. $14th. Cube me up. If you're while you're over there doing whatever, if you want to find tickets.
Oh, I gotta find a ticket.
Well, I mean, if you're not doing anything, I mean, I'll do it if you don't. Yeah, Mike, did you buy? Is this gonna be a sitting thing? Because if it's gonna be seated, we should probably all be next to each other, right? No, is it standing? Is it standing only? If that's the case, then we can just buy tickets. No problem.
Like, get 'em at the door.
No, we're not buying them at the door. Wait, you said it was at the House of Blues, right? Yeah, it's at the House of Blues. That's right. Yeah, look at that. I remembered it right before I read your thing. Yeah, okay, it's House of Blues. If that's the case, you can just buy the tickets, Kara. You can put it on whatever card.
So, like, you message Matt, see if he still works there, and if he can at least get us a discount. And if he can get us a discount, maybe we buy Mariah a ticket so she can join us. I'll pay for her ticket.
Yeah, my cousin is a bartender at the restaurant side, I think, of House of Blues. Or he was anyway. It is cool. I don't know if he's still there though. He's a firefighter, so he works like little random extra jobs. Oh, yeah. All right, what next? Another brown prob? Oh. Yeah. Yes, you're not wrong. We're gonna put some white in there for his eyes. Because Ewoks have, like, solid brown eyes. They have, like, a dog eye thing going on. Yeah, like 90% of this model is like cream. Okay.
Where's stream?
Chloe's going for the tummy.
No, I didn't get the pretty boy.
Look at that, we're putting another color on here. We're putting a red. That one's like kind of red. And there's like a white one. Because this is going to be the rock. It's not a boulder. It's a rock. I'll be honest, I don't really care. I'm just going to paint all the other ones white. Yeah. I think it's good that I slowed it down. Because if it went too fast, I think it would start stringing all over the place. Sure. Whatever. It keeps jumping up and down. They're here to watch Papaloo come to life.
Does anybody want to know what painters I'm following on Instagram right now? So I am in love with Swig other favorite is Norse Paints. He is so much fun, hysterical, very creative, awesome painter, but like truly a really great Instagram poster.
Adorable redhead. Yeah, he's speaking Mike's language.
She's super cute, Mike. Like, oh, I'd slide into her DMs if I was a dude. I mean, I'm sure she gets it from everybody, but you might be her type. Who else am I looking at? I have a new dude. Oh, and if you go and find Squiglord Evie, she has Evie.afterdark, which is where she posts like all her little outfits that she goes out to the club in. So, you know, she's cute.
You ain't her. Yeah, I ain't her type.
You might not be, but you might be. You never know. Sometimes her type is just a guy who will send her money or something from her throne. Girls have weird needs and desires too. One other dude that I started following is really, really funny. It was the guy I showed you today, and his girlfriend. What did she say? And he kicked her out.
Don't you want to paint something before you buy more?
Oh, right. Don't you want to paint something before you buy more? Yeah. His name is Welly_games. And he posted one today where he's like Scandinavian. And his girlfriend goes, "Why don't you paint the grey ones before you buy any more?" And the next thing you see is him escorting her out the door.
I talked it out with her. I'm too poor / handsome or whatever weird arrangement you were saying.
Maybe if you move in with your parents and like she lives with her parents, you live with your
Yeah.
parents, and you can both spend all of your extra money on models, it could work out.
Doesn't that sound magical?
Hey, listen, if all you get are a couple of seconds a day of enjoyment out of watching her Instagram, it's worth it. You don't have to give her money just because you enjoy her posts.
Yo, Mike, just show her one of these and you're in. Tell her, look at this, baby. This is authentic. This is some Scrag Brown, baby. She's gonna be like, ooh, hey boy! You got everything a woman could ever want. I don't need to move anywhere, sister. I'm already there. It's rough. You live with your parents, Mike? I didn't know that. I mean, I talked to Kara about this a little while ago, like yesterday or whatever. I was like, if we did break up, it's like I couldn't live by myself. which is friggin' insane, considering what I do for a living. I dumped my Scrag Brown to troll you, now I'm Scrag Brown free. The trolling didn't work. Joke's on you, I stole it. And now I'm rich. Rich in Scrag Brown. All a man could ever need. He's slowly but surely coming together. His stick is done, the skull is done, his little headdress I think is for the most part done. I gotta do his schnoofer. Yeah, I'm debt-free, saving up to buy a house. It's expensive. I have 150,000 bucks in cash. Wow, okay. I can't get a place, move-in ready place with mortgage under 3K. Geez, man. I wish we had that much ready. Yeah, I try my best. Also, single income is tough, but tough to get someone to commit to mortgage, let alone me. Mike, please.
Mike, I met you. You're cool. Did you make him your chicken dip?
Listen, let me tell you something.
Babes love that chicken dip.
Babes love chicken dip. Yo, bro. Find one.
So here's how Dylan got me.
You follow him down an alleyway, you corner him, and you'd be like, "Hey, baby, try this chicken dip."
Here's how Dylan got me.
I really hope you don't tell this story.
Dylan was like, I'm in school and I'm too broke. He thinks I'm telling something else. I'm not gonna embarrass you. I'm too broke, and I said, well, I live by a grocery store. Come to my house. We'll go to the grocery store together and we'll make dinner together. And he said, I know how to make an amazing salad. And he took me to Publix, he bought all the ingredients, and he made me an amazing salad. So, you know, just make what you're good at, and it could work out.
I'm a fraud. I'm a fraud. It's not my recipe. Listen, what you do is you go, "Hey, baby, let's go to the shopping whatever of your area. Up here at me Stop and Shop. Get 2 Caesar chicken salad kits. 2 of them. Then you get a rotisserie chicken. Your flavor. Shut up. You get a rotisserie chicken of your choice. I recommend Moho. And you go home and you put the lettuce and all that together. You get as much meat off the bones as you can. You shred it up. You throw it in there with the salad. Got yourself an easy... Shut up! I'm telling you, got yourself an easy chicken salad or chicken Caesar salad. And you can even buy some extra dressing if you're feeling really romantic. Maybe buy a candle. You know, light it and pour the wax on each other.
Open the door for her when you put her in the car.
Yep, that always helps. Tell her she's like at least top 5 attractive women you've seen that day.
Woo! Yes, get me hot. Top 5, that's like some President Trump level.
Yeah, it's pretty romantic. It did. I didn't read it. I just don't pay attention to it anymore. So however long it's been, double it. That sounds correct.
I think we need 12 of those. And I'll look. You said there was one for the
Where you can just print the bottom of the.
1/4.
No,
This is
nothing to do with the size. It's just the upper or the lower part of it. I mean, it's not gonna be hard. You just gotta Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found that one.
Yeah. Should we be sprinkling the shut ups while doing the salad? Yes. You should 100% do that. I assume. Yeah, it's it really flavors the chicken.
I didn't let you use the Caesar salad dressing. I made our own salad dressing.
Sure.
I made Greek and vinaigrette. But I fell in love with you because you cleaned your plate.
That was true. Sometimes you just gotta show them what it's like to be a man. Tell them to shut up.
Then he clogged my toilet later.
I sure did. First thing you do when you get to their house, poop in their toilet. Assert dominance.
Dogs knew who was in charge.
Is something funny, Kara? What is so funny?
Oh, honey. Given the right,
Crying.
given the right situation, I can out-poop you any.
Why are you crying in the car alone? Mike, it's not worth losing body water over women.
No, put it in gelatin.
Women are just designed to hurt us. Don't you? God, no. Because I'm a man, that's what meant. That is 100% not what I do. I listened only by myself. And if someone asks, I'm listening to Slayer. Now Slayer brings me to tears. Because of its beauty. I mean, Mike, it's easy with your job because you're like a scientist or whatever. When they ask you what you do, you're just like, yeah, you know, I take the hypotenuses of triangles or whatever the hell it is you do. And you're in, dude. I mean, Wilmar, all he would have to do is, like, put a box on his head and be like, beep boop, I'm a robot. Because he's a computer wizard or whatever. Okay, so if anyone is drinking shower beers, they are 20,000% depressed. That's true. Nah, Dylan in the crowd is drinking warm beers. They're lukewarm. If I'm feeling really bad, I'll microwave them first. Kara.
Rylan loves me.
Rylan's not here. He can't protect you.
Wilmar will protect me.
Is that true, Wilmar?
I feel like Jay would too, but I know Jay's busy.
And the Olympics. Haven't we already watched this? He's standing on a rock. Do you see the rock? Yeah, I got the new Misaki list. I can do anything. Sheesh! Hey man, listen. Misaki is dumb. I said it. If she's so cool, why doesn't she just kill her dad and take over the crime syndicate? Huh? Why doesn't she do that? Idiot.
Maybe she does for guys that are prettier than you. Maybe she does it for guys who do the Wolverine dance.
That already happened. No! How do you know? Oh, that's right. We haven't even gotten to the 10 Thunders in the story yet, Kara. You don't even know who the 10 Thunders are. Yeah.
But I noticed that Ernie said he just started over again, which means me and Ernie are kind of in the same spot. He'll probably pass me though.
Oh, Ernie's significantly slower than you. He's gonna say he's gonna do it for months and months and months and then just not do it.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, sometimes I'm listening and I'm not really listening.
Yep, I've done that. I do that too. As soon as I realize I'm thinking about something else, I just stop it. I stop the podcast and I just think about Wilmar.
No, Wilmar. I think about Wilmar too and have to stop my podcast.
And I think to myself, like, why hasn't Wilmar started a podcast?
Ooh, I'd listen to that.
Yeah, I bet you would. Kara, there are 10 of them. There are 10 of them.
10 of what?
Of the Thunders.
Oh, 10 of the Thunders. Thank you. I didn't know that.
Thanks, Mike.
So, Dylan.
Yeah.
You paint.
Yep.
You play.
Mhm.
You bust your friends' balls.
Yep.
What is your favorite part of this hobby?
What is my favorite part of the hobby? Huh. That's a good question, actually. Ooh.
Your fans want to know.
I don't think anybody asked that.
Well, now that I've asked it, they do want to know. They didn't realize
They didn't realize they needed the answers to this.
Until I told them.
Listen, I have other priorities like thinking Listen, I have other priorities like thinking about talking to women and then also not doing that.
That's fair.
That's a very good.
I mean,
why don't you just talk to Mike?
Mike, if it makes you feel any better, who said they had to
That was Wilmar.
Wilmar, if it makes you feel any better, I also struggle to talk to ladies. And I am one. Ladies are scary.
I only care about Wilmar's opinion. See, they don't care about me.
Maybe you shouldn't be such a piece of shit.
No. That's my favorite part of the hobby.
To be a piece of shit.
Yeah, what do you think about that? And now you're ruining the hobby for me.
Don't like that.
Mike and I are the only ones here. We're already talking to each other. There's other people here. Ryland's technically still here, though he's probably lurking. Santi's here. He's definitely lurking. Red Scooter's here.
I'm here. I just don't
Kara's
show
here.
up on the list.
Yeah, but only through the computer. Greg. No, I don't think Greg's here. I think Greg would. Greg can't like support anything.
Don't growl at me, Bubby.
All he can ever do is destroy. Because he doesn't like support other people's things. Like he doesn't listen to podcasts. He doesn't.
Oh my god.
He doesn't watch stuff.
What he wanted to do was watch that build, destroy, destroy show. It was like Nickelodeon for preteens, and they blow something up, they build it back, and they blow it up again. It's the stupidest show ever.
And then he likes to play games with people in stores and wreck them so hard they never want to play the game again.
Who dat?
Who do you think we're talking about?
I was talking about Ricky. So.
Red Scooter's Greg? Is he really? Jeez.
Oh, Greg.
Hi, Greg. Greg's a good guy.
That doesn't tell me who he is, though.
He's the guy that crushed me in Bushido.
And yet, you say he's a good guy.
He is a good guy.
Wow, Greg.
He's just not great at building communities. And I think he knows that. I mean, I'm sure I did. What have I done to curse myself with my dice rolls that occur so frequently? And then eventually I have a game where it comes out. I do. And when I finally have a game where they decide to not treat me like absolute crud, I crush whoever I'm playing against, and I still feel bad. Because then it's not fun for anybody. I don't understand. It's very frustrating.
Hear that, guys? Dr.D is frustrated.
What made up game? So, like, let's just say it could be anything. It could be Infinity. It could be Bushido.
It could be anything with dice.
It could be, I mean, Malifaux. It's like anytime I'm playing the game when everything just kind of goes my way, I feel bad because the other person's not having fun.
To be fair,
and I know
I'm
exactly
a
what they're
very
going through.
Poor loser, so if we're playing Malifaux against me, he's got some extra guilt trip going on there. That's not really his fault.
And my stupid empathic brain can't just be like, well, it happens. So I have to feel bad for the other person. The war crimes that is flowing through your bloodstream. Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure Dylan... yeah, Greg, let's go. Don't do that, because I do that against people, and I feel bad for doing that afterwards, because then I feel like I'm looking down on people when I'm not. That's what I'm saying! So every time somebody ever tells a story about, like, oh yeah, there was this time Dylan crushed me, and I'm like, you don't understand how rare that is. He's on a big rock.
Is he? Is that what's happening?
He's doing a cheer. He's like, good job, team.
He's doing a rare.
You guys are doing it. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Well, that can go. Don't do that. Well, that can go a few ways, right? I've had games I've lost where I still had a blast. Yeah, no, and I love those games. I don't, and that I always tell people I don't care about losing. It's just like when you go somewhere to just stand there and just watch your dice not let you play the game. That's where I start. That's when I get angry. And a few where my dice decided to take a day off, and that's outside. But yeah, and 100%. Yeah, I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I also say I miss when I hit an infinity if I'm winning too much. I want the close games. I usually do it in new people games, but if I'm totally crushing someone, I'll do that. I mean, there's definitely then there's games where Dylan flips the red jokers on damage to me and Koopa and will rip. Listen, it happens, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, I felt bad because as much as you want to hide it, I can tell that it made you upset, so it made me upset. And afterwards, we can all just be like, yeah, you know, it happens or whatever, you know, it's fine. But I still feel bad. And then I take my foot off the pedal. Because, I mean, I know we make fun of Greg for it, but I think even Jesse did it when he came over to the house. Like, he even commented on it when he left. He was like, I shouldn't have done what I did. And I was like, no. He did say that. And I was like, no, you shouldn't have.
He was like, I listened to the podcast on the way here and I still fucked it up.
So it's like, I get it, but there's like a certain point where if it's not a tournament game, where you, like, if you see yourself winning, you're like, okay, you know, the tee is set up, all I have to do is just gently bonk the ball into the end zone or whatever, for this sports analogy. Just take your foot off the pedal and make a bad move on purpose. It's not that friggin' hard. Just do it.
And if you knew you were gonna win, it doesn't matter how much the other person wins.
That's what yeah. It's like, god damn.
You were gonna kick my ass yesterday, and you let me win, and it looked like I kicked your ass just because you let me win.
There was a little bit of that, yes. He's on a rock. He want a rock. Rock. See, now everybody's up in arms. They want to talk. I didn't make me upset. The first I was surprised because, yeah, 8 damage just kills a model, which sucks, but that's the game. You need to take out pieces to prevent an opponent winning. The second time was just really funny because what are the what are the chances? Well, maybe that was a bad example, but we've played like games of Bushido or whatever where like the dice just like they don't let up. Bushido is a great game, but if the dice do not want to play the game, that game is miserable. You haven't seen me upset at the table. I was upset at the affiliation battle because my dice were out of action for 3 rounds. Yeah, well, maybe upset's the wrong word.
Not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday we should do a Lunar Wednesday.
Yeah, we could do that.
Well, I only want to do a Lunar Wednesday if it means that everybody's going to come play Lunar. If it means people are going to be like, oh, I don't want to play Lunar, then I don't want to do that.
Yeah, we can schedule that. That's not hard. That would be easier to do on a Sunday if we went to AO.
I would do that.
Bushido hates you? No. Everybody hates you, Mike. It's not just Bushido. I mean, Jesus.
Editing Mike's podcast was a bit of a pain.
Why does Bushido hate you? I don't hate Mike. Alright, we talked about this. You said you hated him when I drove you home one day. You said that. Now you're switching the tune? What's up with this? Well, okay, if that's the case, I don't hate you either, Mike. My brain has been telling me everyone hates me for years. Why? I mean, you work in a like a bacteria factory or whatever.
Ew.
You could just make anthrax. Why would we want to make you upset?
Please don't be an evil scientist. Thinking about that today when I was looking at empty lab buildings while we were driving. Evil scientists. You know, in the 1950s, the government released a bunch of, like, triple E infected mosquitoes over the state of Georgia. And, you know, with all the triple E outbreaks we've had in Massachusetts this year and all the beaches that have had to be closed because of the mosquitoes, I just wonder if there's an evil scientist out there behind it. Just saying. That's what you guys tune in for, right?
It's for the Final Fantasy soundtrack. I said I hated Mike and Ike's or whatever those candies are. You're twisting that. That's why you hated Eisenhower. That's what that was. Okay. Yeah, that was probably my B. I said I hated Mike. Why? Because I've been huffing too much gasoline since I was a kid, and as a result, it gives me severe anxiety.
Don't talk about the huffing of the gasoline. That's secret.
It's a secret.
You can't tell people that we like that. They will come after us. You gotta keep that huffing of the gasoline a secret. Tell people you huff, you know, aerosol cans
Glue.
all day long. Glue, aerosol cans, but don't tell them about the gasoline.
I huff Wilbur.
Paint thinner, yeah. Ooh, turpentine. There you go. Huff some turpentine.
Mike and Ike's. Should I say paint thinner instead of paint thinner? Well, you know, you could just stop.
I don't know. Does huffing gasoline like really hurt you?
Yes.
Like, obviously, I only huff
100% it does hurt you. It replaces the oxygen in your body. It is not good.
Whatever, Dr.D. Jesus, you and all your, like, medical advice.
Yeah, yes.
I'm not gonna lie, there was a point in time when I was pregnant and nauseous that huffing gas made me feel better. Not that I did it, but, you know, it's like, ooh, wish I could.
Yes, huffing gasoline does. You need to stop doing that. This is now an intervention care. Please take a seat.
So the good news is, like, A, I never drive, and B, like, half the time when I drive, Dylan fills my car up with gas, so. He's a good guy. He takes good care of me. He opens the car door for me when we go out on, like, dates and stuff. Super duper gentleman. I don't have a can of it in the house. The only thing I keep in the house is chocolates.
You have a can of gasoline? Why is it in a can? Is it like a Coke can?
Build this lore for us, please.
Yeah. Now you need to take a seat. You need to tell us the story.
Every time I do these, I forget to do the milk. I have to put it back on. I get this done, and then I think I'm done.
No, I get what you're saying. No, you're Kara. Look at that guy. I don't know, not my can. Ask. It's not your can. Alright, that's fair. Alright, guys, what do you think of that? It's another stupid Ewok done.
It's so cute!
Save his family from what?
Whatever's coming. The Empire.
Give the Ewok a bow tie.
I support this idea.
You know what, Mike? How about this? How about you give him a bow tie? Huh? What do you think about that?
So...
And there's only one left.
I didn't paint today, Dr.D. I worked on my ski markers. Is that still
Yes.
painting?
Well,
Hobbying.
no, it's hobby. There you
It's
go.
hobbying.
There you go. Did I do it, Dad? Did I hobby?
Did I hobby right?
Did I do it right, Dad?
Did I do okay? Are you proud of me yet? Please.
Please. Please give. You did a great job, Kara.
Thanks, Dad!
What do you mean? Mike, just come over. Just get in your little... Get your automated vehicle. Get your patooey over here, young man. I can't drive or paint right. Oh, that's right. Right. Okay, you know what?
Why are you enjoying Labor Day so much? Are you part of a union? Are you, like, did you serve in the military? Or are you just, like, taking advantage of the partying opportunity?
It's my normal Saturday.
Awesome! Dylan kind of gets Mondays off, too.
Yep.
What are you doing there, Dr. D?
Putting ferns on the model.
No. I mean, talk through for those of us who have never done this before. I think your ferns look really super awesome.
Well, these are the gamer grass. These are technically not mine. These are Jesse's, but these little gamer grass. I don't know. I wouldn't really call them tufts per se, but they're kind of like tufts. You can
like paper dolls.
Sort of. They're kind of like a plastic.
Oh, okay.
And you take them out and you can bend them.
So they're kind of hardy.
Yeah, they're actually way tougher than I thought they were gonna be.
Nice.
And then
They look really good on the basic. Very realistic.
you probably shouldn't bend them quite as severely as I do.
Nice. I'm happy for you, Mike. I'm glad your friend was bartending for you.
So
Sounds like a good time.
So like if you could probably do it like that, probably look better than just like a straight 90-degree curve. But you know, it's your model. Do whatever you want, I suppose.
Dr. D is pretty artistic.
See, that probably looks better.
Cute.
These take up quite a bit of space.
Which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, the Shatterpoint models especially kind of do well with it. It's because they're so dummy thick. So what should we paint next week, guys? Any ideas?
How about Nekama? I mean, I might paint it. Want to paint some dogs for me?
I suppose that's an option, yeah. Oh, I have to make sure the War Crow stuff's done.
Yeah.
Because we are filming... Oh, we're trying it on that. That's right, that's the 8th. We're doing that next weekend. Which, actually, funnily enough, as I was thinking while we were painting, that's probably what I'm going to paint next. Because I'm probably just going to slam out these guys, because they got to be done before next weekend. Mike, so they should be done. We talked about that at a surprise party. It was still about 2 weeks ago. Then it was, oh, did we? Oh, geez, did I not change that? Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Because then we talked about. I think that's when we talked about the concert. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry. What new day did you want to do? Oh, that's right. We did talk about that. That's right. I forgot about that. Any Sunday but that. How about the 22nd? That'll be after the concert. So, again, we're just postponing it 2 weeks. Yes. Okay. Just make sure I don't make a boo-boo here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that should work. Let me change it right now before I forget. So we're saying the 22nd? Okay. Yeah, they'll definitely be done by then. Sweet. Yeah, thank you for that reminder. Holy crap, I completely forgot about that. What other games do you want to do on that YouTube channel, by the way? We should do Malifaux, quite honestly. Malifaux's super easy to film. Infinity, I would like to do Infinity, but I just think filming Infinity would be really tricky. Would have been awkward while watching you. Would be calling a whale up to yell and we're not being at the store. I mean, I would have 100% talked to you before I left. I'm not just gonna. I wasn't just gonna go to the store. That's not how Dylan works. That's not how any of that works. Alright, does that look good? I should put more tuft on that back right corner. Yeah, they gotta get Thor off of everything.
I think it could use
I hate these ferns. They're too big.
They're pretty.
They're too big.
I think they're pretty. I see what you're saying. They are too big for Earth, but remember, these are alien worlds. And Ewoks are smaller than humans.
It eats tall grass? What does that mean?
You have those, wiry ones that are...
Definitely not doing that. Jesse can eat me. Cyberpunk. Yeah, actually, Cyberpunk is really good too. Oh yeah, that'd be pretty easy too. Wouldn't have to paint that many models. We do Malifaux. We try a different style. Battle report for different style. So like I've always said, I think the best thing you could do for Infinity battle reports is you got to have the camera like on the person. It's just because that terrain is gonna make a set candered. Dang, Jesse's gonna eat me. He's gonna eat something. I'm gonna varnish these suckers and hopefully I'm gonna mail them out to him tomorrow. Get more crap out of my house. Yeah, every time I send stuff to Jesse, I get a whole another section of my floor back to myself.
Every time you send something to Jesse, I giggle just a little bit more for him.
Send Jesse a cease and dismiss letter when you send the next box back. He hasn't. I haven't got anything new from him in a long time. Thank God. I told him no. I told him no when he sent the Ewoks, actually, but he sent it anyway. So that's a whole...
I'm a little, pissed about Ewoks. Not gonna lie. I think Ewoks should have been speed painted by me.
Alright, well he's done for the most part. I'll keep working on his base to make sure that ring is clean. But what should we do next? Oh, we should paint Ajax.
You wanna build Necro? You know how to build Necro. I don't know when the next time we're gonna play is.
Or did I have to actually remember where I put him. I think I put him over there. So let's do a little tutorial on how I do my Malifaux basing, I guess. So I had to, I finally got the little basing things I needed for the rest of the Malifaux stuff. So this is Ivan and some of the Dua and Umbra stuff. So for the Umbra stuff, I'm actually gonna leave them as blank bases, and I'm gonna look like they're coming like out of the ground, which I'm hoping is gonna look really cool.
Like a portal, or?
So I'm thinking I'm gonna use the Uhu glue and just make it as jet black as possible. So I'm gonna paint them in grayscale, and then the base itself, I'm gonna put some like water effect to make it look like bubbling whatever. Paint it all black, and then have all the strings.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna look good, and it'll be a really nice and quick, easy paint job.
Yeah.
The blackest black. I don't have that paint. I should definitely get it though.
Yeah, we have a friend who had some of that paint on something else, not a model, but like some other kind of model, and it was amazing.
I might actually order it now. Okay, so let me go see if I can find Ajax, and then I will actually do a little tutorial on how I do my urban city Malifaux bases. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'll be back, guys. I'm gonna go. I guess I'll go to the bathroom too. I'll be back. Yeah, I should order that Blackest Black stuff. 50 bucks for the meme. I'll do it. I'm crazy.
Send bits, guys. Your channel points don't help.
Jeez. It's Ernie resubbing. Thanks, Ernie.
Hey, Ernie, thank you.
Welcome back to the stream, buddy. Hope you're having a good night. KK. In the honor of Tizzy, name or use the Blackest Black. Question: does Kara ever get mad at you for dream you being me? He's asking if you dreamed I did something mean and then you're mad at me. On some level that has happened, yes. She thought I was cheating on her in a dream or something like that, and then she came in. This was when we still lived in Quincy, and so I had a room to myself, essentially, is the point of that. She would open the door to see if I was like chatting with women, I guess. And I was looking up uniforms for Waterloo French. I was looking up French Waterloo uniforms when she looked. Yeah, you missed all the Ewok stuff, Ernie. Hooray, you did it. Look, another one.
Ernie, you're like the only fan I have in our little group chat for Malifaux, so thank you for paying attention to me.
One more done. Soon, we'll be free. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you my urban basing stuff. This I will. This doesn't take very long. So what I do is I get these from Custom Meeple. You can use any urban. Howdy, howdy. Just got kiddos to sleep. School year starts tomorrow. So what did I miss? Well, you're about to be free of kids for at least a little while.
Congratulations on making it through another summer, man.
But this Custom Meeple base inserts, you can use any kind of urban base. Like, it really doesn't matter. And you can use the actual like resin printed ones. You can use whatever. It doesn't really matter as long as like the surface of it is some kind of like urban texture. So in this case, these little like tiles here, which the MCP bases are too big. But yeah, something similar to that. I mean, you could conceivably cut off the top of those bases to use like rubble and stuff, which I have definitely done. It wouldn't even be that hard, really. And so what we're about to do, I'm just getting an example of what we're about to do. Of what we's about to do here. Because apparently people watch the YouTube. So I guess some people are getting something out of this. Alright, so what you do is you use that Custom Meeple base thing. So this is what it looks like when it's done, right? I put a little candle on there because I think it's cool. Don't make fun of me. And so what I did was I painted it with my usual urban colors, which are black, dry brush it with white gray, dry brush it with white, and then just weather the heck out of it. So I'll use Typhus Corrosion, Nurgle's Rot for like sewer drainage and stuff like that, and then I'll just put little stuff on the base to make it fancy, right? So, and this one, I put a candlestick, and then this is a MCP bottle.
Gonna do some water
Yeah, you can depending on what it is. So this one has like a sewer drain. So the Nurgle's Rot has some of the acrylic stuff that you can use for water effect. So in itself, it kind of makes a really cheap person.
Sewer look.
Nah, what I'm trying. It's just like it's like a poor man's water effect, because since it's just water on the surface. If you just put gloss varnish on it, it will do like a really good looking cheap water effect.
Some awesome sewer water effect that you did was your lizard. Professor Lizard from MCP.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. That model has a sculpted base that does that. So I have like a little bits box down here where I just put random basing stuff that I just kind of hang on to between all the projects and stuff. So like as an example, right here's like a bunch of butterflies and stuff we were using for Bushido.
He has a lot of those boxes around. That
So
is just the one that happens to be here.
I thought I was going to use all these candles for observance and stuff. By the time I got them, I had finished most of it, so I didn't use a ton of these. So I've always been kind of just on the lookout for reasons to use these. And this was as good a reason as any.
I love the butterflies.
Little candles. So I'm going to use those.
Candles are fun.
Because Malifaux, Victorian era, they still have candles.
Candle opera. Fancy salon.
And I cannot get enough of the MCP bottles and cups.
Yeah, those are good.
I really like those. They're very, very helpful.
I'm a fan of also like you can't use it in every setting, but the caution and like the police.
Yeah, the caution police. Yeah, that's another good example. And then every once in a while, when I go to events and stuff, they'll have these like little sample kits of like urban debris, which I'm a big fan of these. They're really, really good for that kind of stuff. Stuff like this caution tape, which is just literally, it's printed on like a thicker
We get it printed
paper.
at Staples.
Yeah, really, really easy.
We don't have a color printer. We only have black and white, but we go and print it at Staples. It's worth it for your terrain and basing and stuff.
And I go through those bottles and stuff so much that I never seem to have enough of them. So I think I saw a couple.
I finished all my scheme markers.
What?
I finished my scheme markers.
Kara finished her ski markers. She can
Really accomplished.
She can show that off while I'm walking around.
Dylan is always buying me wonderful things. So these are some acrylic ski markers that he bought, and bless that, awesome. Gundam marker ski markers, highly recommend you try What are you looking for, babe? You got it?
I got enough for now. I'm just always looking for MCP base sprues that aren't torn apart yet. So yeah, if you know anybody out there, and the thing is, I'm probably gonna have to just get some made, kind of like these candles, where there's just like bottles and stuff, which I know I had. I'm surprised I can't find them. Because I use them. My goodness, do I use them. Because honestly, when it comes to making models come out to that like next level, it almost 100% requires some just extra little touches of basing. No, I don't want the bases. I need the sprues. I found the bottle. And so the cool thing about bottles is that at a certain point in human history, we started using them, and then we never stopped. So the cool thing about bottles is that after a certain time point in human history, you can use them from any era from that point on. So they're really, really good investment, especially if you play any kind of game where it's past, like, you know, when that would be. Okay, so here, I got some like MCP bits that I've been saving. I got my candles and stuff. So what I will do is pick off what I want. So just some, like, you know, pliers. Pretty easy. Not the future. We use membrane sacks for liquids easier to store. That's fair. Liquid membranes. I feel like that'd be harder to store. But what do I know? I guess I'm not from the future, so I guess it's hard for me to say. And I like to have like maybe one piece of object source lighting. Any more than that on a model and it gets kind of hectic. So, you know, just getting some candles. I'll put one on each base. And then bottles and cups. Just kind of depending on composition. You can put however many. So I just grabbed a bunch of bottles, or a bunch of cups. Obviously, in Victorian era Malifaux, they don't have like coffee cups. So what I do is I paint them like glass. So I just paint them white, so it looks like a glass cup. And then there's some other little stuff we'll do to kind of disguise it. But it'll eventually kind of look like this. This one I put like a piece of sprue to make it look like rubble, because Malifaux's a pretty rough city, so there's usually something always going on. There's a bottle on this one, and then you put like a little extra glue in places, and you can make little like patches of rubble, which you'll see momentarily. And then I got a thing just of bottles here. And these are clear, but you can paint over them. It's whatever. I've actually tried gluing them on without painting them, and they look fine, but they kind of stick out a little bit. You can use any kind of glue for this. I just like to use the same glue I use for everything, which is Loctite or whatever. Nah, they like deflated ball. No, they like deflated balls, and you're able to absorb shock better. Plus, in space, they can be stored tighter, so it takes up less space. Man has never been in the future. What's the point of a time machine if you aren't going to visit the future? That's fair. I guess that's true. I didn't consider that. I'm sorry. Even Bubby's wondering what's going on. Also, the clutter of the desk might be better here soon. We've got plans.
We got hobbying going on.
Did you actually order the shelves?
I will when I go upstairs. I'll do it tomorrow. I got it in my cart. I'll do it tomorrow.
Okay. So just a little dollop of glue there. Put the thing. And there you go. Boom. It's already better than like 90% of other people's bases where they just do whatever the hell this is.
I mean, it sounds like you've got your balls compacted in a very economical way. I feel like there was a French pole
And you can play with it. So this, I'm not gonna put a light source on Ivan's just because his cape thing, his jacket, his coat makes it a little tough because it's got such a mean overhang. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of rubble here. So put it like right there. And I think I'm going to put like a bottle on there. Just to kind of occupy a little space, but not overpower everything going on. And there you go. So then, I'm going to let that dry. So we're not done with it yet, but... make sure you clean everything off. You going to get all your stuff built for Wednesday, Ernie? Is that still the plan?
I think once I start like organizing these paints, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put like 2 peg boards over there by you, and I'm gonna put like the monument paints and the Vallejo paints that you use on those peg boards by you.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put like the speed paints and the contrast paints over here.
Sure.
So that they're easy for me to get to. And then I can just hand you those if you need them, and you can give me monuments and Legos if you need them. You have to find paints for me, have to find paints.
Sure.
Just make it so easy for me to do these projects.
So actually, here's a cool thing we could do. And I'm always thinking when I'm putting these things down, if you have the glass hanging off of that lip of the curb with a little bit of water effect, you can actually... Bye, Mike!
Bye, Mike!
You can actually have a little water effect to make it look like something's pouring out of it. From what I understand in the setting, Eva is a bit of an aggressive lady. Just put it that way. So I'm actually going to make this look like she hit it with her whip, just to give the model a little bit of motion. And she has the base with the sewer grate, so I'm also going to have it look like that one is pouring into the sewer. I like that. And in an ever hardening attempt, I'm going to do everything I can to keep this desk clutter-free. Alright, so then next, I have to fix the thing that fell off. So then what I do is I'll take some of this glue and I just kind of glob it in different areas, and then especially around areas you want to be kind of like I don't want to say masked, but hidden, in that like rubble and stuff. Like rubble doesn't just like kind of sit there. It usually is accompanied by like smaller bits of it. So it kind of looks hard to see, but like those certain areas there where you see that shininess. Then what I do is I have a jar of beach sand. Thankfully in Massachusetts, well, unthankfully in some ways, in Massachusetts, the sand here is half rock. So then what I do is I just take the base and I dip it in there and kind of slosh it around. Let sand touch every little bit of it. Knock it clean. Pull it out. And then what happens is you get convincing rubble.
Heard it from Dr.D. Pull out.
And then that is a really, really easy, cheap way to get cool looking rubble. And it could be any kind of material you want. Doesn't have to be sand, right?
We do go collect like sticks and stuff sometimes too.
It's been a long time since I've done that. If those Ewoks were mine, what I probably would have done was got some sticks from outside, like she's saying, and then made it look like there was trees and stuff. But that's like extra. That's like extra level.
I've seen all the art from Dr.D. It's like living with the artist.
And this stuff takes like, you know, a minute.
And it looks like so much better than those like these corky bases like this.
Yeah, like I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that's just like cork glued on.
That's
just gross.
That is guy painted this or did that because there's a basing requirement. That's what that is.
Very sad.
And there you go. That's how you do that. And then with just some super simple painting, you can get this. And it's just dry brushing with a little bit of like washes, I guess. But there you go. Nice and easy. Okay. So I'm gonna build Ajax on stream, even though Tizzy's not here. Now, now we're getting to the good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, one thing I always do with infinity bases when I first get them is I scratch the outside of them.
Now this is pod racing.
You're absolutely right. We gotta switch up the music. This is much too epic for what we're doing. That is if my Streamlabs wants to, I don't know, wake back up. Okay, well, while it's figuring it out. It's going through here, just pick off the flash, make sure the model's nice and clean. Thankfully, we're getting first production. So most of the time, when you first get models when they come out, or when you get models when they first come out, the flash isn't as bad as it will be later in life because the molds are newer. But this might not even be a mold per se, even though it has injections. I would assume that this is an injection because it has the gates. Is that heating pad still on chunk?
No, I just came to hear what you were saying about the molds and the age.
Is the heating pad still on chunk?
Oh, yeah, he's still on there. You done? Feel better? You want to go outside? Yeah? Come on, I'll take you outside. Can you make it? No, you want to relax? You can relax. We don't have to go outside right now. You can lay down and relax. Yeah. What is it? Okay.
I guess we just don't get music at all now? Okay. Cool. Alright. Is that him whining?
Nobody's whining.
Okay, I keep hearing a noise.
I'm sitting right here by Chunk, so unless Fluffy's like crying in his
No.
sleep and he looks wide awake to me. Maybe you're hearing the washing machine. Oh, it's the printer. It's the 3D printer going wee wee.
You got a big old bonking hammer. Yeah, so the mold lines on this are pretty good. There's a couple gates. Clean those off real quick. Silecast, pretty easy to clear that up. And I'm already thinking about what kind of basing I'm going to do. I'm going to do jungle basing for these guys, because they were fighting on Paradiso, so I figured that might be kind of a cool way to go. Ajax is leaping over like a pile of junk or something. I'm hoping the stream is still going. Did it crash? No, it's still going. Yeah, the widget completely like collapsed on itself. So yeah, I don't think there's probably not gonna be music for the rest of this, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna be on here much longer. I'm gonna just build him and I'll be done. I have built so many models in my day that I bet I could build this without instructions. I don't even know if Infinity does building instructions, to be honest. Oh, actually, it just occurred to me. I definitely can't send this stuff out tomorrow.
Why?
Because I'm donating blood.
Oh.
I don't have enough. I don't think there's enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
For all the stuff I'm doing tomorrow.
Well, Jesse doesn't watch the stream, so he wasn't counting on it or anything.
Nope. You gonna have all your stuff built for Wednesday, Ernie? Not even close. Okay. Didn't you say you were going to? Is it because of the glue thing? No, he had like some like a reaction to the glue or something. I'll just use what's built. You're gonna laugh, but I had to buy some clippers, sanding blocks, and some glue. Shipping here by Friday. No, I mean, why would I laugh? I'm assuming you got rid of it all when you said you weren't gonna do any hobbying anymore. Which I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, I don't know why. Well, you know, my opinion is I don't know why you just didn't go get it, but I mean, you know, whatever. Weren't you driving around hobby stores? Can't use the regular plastic glue. Doesn't terrible shit. Yeah, I know what we're painting next weekend. It's gonna be this guy. I don't have anything to build except what I need for arsenal build. Right, yeah. Right, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah, obviously. A sanding block? What the hell do you need a sanding block for? Terrible things to me. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. How long did that take? Like 10 seconds? So I ordered it all from the Gundam Place plastic model stuff. I figured it was good fit, and one of the things they have is plastic glue made from lemon peels, so we'll use that. Okay, sure. Made from lemon peels, huh? Didn't know that was a thing. Oh, I actually thought I thought he was leaping over the rock. He's not. He's actually like pushing down on it. Hold on, I need a level surface here. Hold on. And there you go. Boom. Took like 5 minutes. I'm the best. Alright, so this guy, since I'm going to go for the jungle base, what I'm going to do is hit him with some of that PVA glue. And then I use my bristleless brush, which I wish I knew where it was. Which is fine. I'll just use this. Mix it with a little water. Kind of spread it around just to make sure all the base is covered with a little bit of that PVA. And I thought it was annoying when she did it, but you know what? Kara actually brought me some sticks. Just some random stuff from outside. So this might actually be perfect. I'm gonna hit this with a little super glue because this is gonna need a little bit more oomph to stick. So that's there. I can't dip it too long because the PVA will actually run off the base. And what I will do is put them in the lid. I'll take all the rocks and I'll just give them a little dirt bath. PVA takes significantly longer to dry. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to let it sit there for a sec. And I'm going to just gently try and shake off any of the extra. It's not going to get all the extra. And then I'm literally just going to let this guy dry for like a day or two. And I'll put him over here. And there you go. Wham, bam, blammo. Ajax is going to be ready for next week. But I think I will leave you guys there. It's 11:30, and I got a very busy day tomorrow.
I'm still awake.
I got to go donate blood and do a bunch of stuff tomorrow. So, and Kara's still here. That's true, actually. That is unusual. So, guys, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Or wonderful night, I should say. The day's mostly over.
Have the rest of your week.
Have a nice week.
Make sure you're registered to vote. It's not too late.
Looking forward to seeing you start painting your... I'm not painting an SP army. It ain't happening. We finished him. Third one that's done. Probably going to do a mail session, get all this stuff out of my house. It'll be nice. And just on to new and better things, you know. Just keep working on stuff. So next week, I suspect we're going to be painting Ajax. I'm probably going to paint one of the Leias, if not both of them, just to get them out. And then we definitely have to finish the human part of Warcrow, because this will be used for YouTube when Mike and I do it.
What's the other Leia?
What's the other one? She's Bosk. Where'd it go?
That's what I was looking for. Couldn't find her.
She's got like a stick. It's here somewhere. I don't know. I saw it earlier. Yeah, there it is. That's Bosk. It's from when she's a bounty hunter in the Return of the Jedi.
Cool.
Yep, you too, Arnie. You're the only one here. I'm not gonna do my spiel. Oh, I guess people could be watching this from YouTube. Yeah, if you're watching it from YouTube, you know the spiel. PCN, go to the Patreon, Digital Nomad, help me out specifically. Monument Hobbies, use the code Professional Casual at checkout to get yourself a discount.
New episode of Arachne dropped today with some of Ryland's AI music.
Yeah.
Featuring Dr.D and Kara. PCN.
Which is it's a real gem. Let me just say it. It was fun. But if you were here yesterday, you would have heard it. But we will talk to you guys later. See you in a week. I should be here next Sunday. No problem.
Stay safe, everybody.
Stay safe. If it's your